Okay, Isabel, let's talk about the speaking test.
Okay.
You've done, of course, the IELTS test before, and your speaking score, do you remember what it was?
My speaking score was 8.
8 out of 9, so
Yeah.
that's pretty fantastic. Well done. Now, in the speaking test, you spoke to an examiner face-to-face in the room, yeah? In TOEFL, you don't have the same situation. You actually talk to the computer.
Okay.
The computer really guides you through what you have to do, like when you have to speak, when you stop, all of these things. It's quite electronic. How do you feel about that whole dynamic of speaking to a machine?
I guess it's a bit weird. It's like speaking to an answering machine.
It is a bit
quite
like that.
under pressure.
Yeah, that's quite a good explanation. It is a bit like that. But with practice, hopefully you'll sort of relax and feel better about it. Okay, now in the IELTS test, there's 3 sections. It starts off quite informal. Then you get this little speaking card, if you remember, and you have to speak for 2 minutes alone. And then there's a sort of discussion, which is a bit more academic in the final part. But the TOEFL test is completely different. One, because it's speaking to a computer, and secondly, because each part of the test has a different style of answer and question. So I think the best thing to do is just show you what we have to do first. Now, remember in the writing section, we talked about the difference between independent and integrated.
Okay, yeah.
So in the integrated writing, you had to read a text, then you had to listen to something, and then you had to write. You remember?
Yeah.
And then independent, you just had to start writing your opinion. Well, in the speaking test, it's very similar, but it's actually the other way around. So in the speaking test, you begin with the independent, and then you do the integrated questions. All right?
Okay.
There are 6 questions in total for the speaking test, which is completely different to IELTS, of course. And as I said, we're going to start with the independent skills. Right. Now, a typical question is, you sitting there at the computer, you've got your headphones on, the question will appear, and the person will read the question in the American accent. Then you have 15 seconds to prepare, and then you speak for 45 seconds.
45 seconds, okay.
So it's quite short to speak, but it's almost no planning time. Now, different teachers have different philosophies on you should take notes or you shouldn't take notes. But we can try both. And for me, the most important thing for students is that you feel comfortable when you're speaking. Now, just to give you a particular question, it could be something like, describe your perfect job. All right? So you listen to that question, describe your perfect job. You think about it for 15 seconds. Then it goes beep, and then you start talking for 45 seconds.
Okay.
What is your perfect job out of interest?
A job where you travel a lot.
A job where you travel a lot. Okay, what kind of job would that be?
Maybe.
Travel writer, could be?
Yeah.
Journalist?
Tourism.
Tourism. Yeah? All right.
But then again, I actually didn't study this.
Now, one of the problems that we've just established right there is that even when in a no-pressure situation, it was kind of difficult for you to answer because for some of these questions, you've never actually thought about it, right?
Yeah.
So we've automatically got extra pressure. Now, what I'm going to try and help you with today is to develop some techniques where you could answer any type of question that's possible.